Hello viewers, and welcome to part 3 of the signal box build. Happy New Year. Hope you're all keeping well and you've had a good Christmas and holiday season. Been a bit busy here at the logo works and sheds. I've had a lot of work on for other people, but we're back onto the signal box. So last video we fitted all the windows into place and also the window surrounds on the smaller windows. As some of you eagle-eyed viewers may be able to see, I've been a little bit busy and I've done a bit of prep work, just a little bit of testing, a little bit of trialling before I did this video, and a little bit of planning as well to try new things, see how they go, see on what improvements I can do. So some of the things that you'll probably be able to notice: the inside of the box has been painted white. It's just a white primer spray can, rattle can that I've done that with. Come out quite nicely. It's not come onto the front at all, it's not come onto the sides or anything like that, which is keeping the look I'd like to keep it eventually at the end, just to give it that weathered outside look and appearance. Obviously the beams, cross beams and the up and down beams, main spars, they'll be getting painted either Darlington green or apple green, depending on which colour I decide to go for. Also added in is the clock and also the notice board with the rules book on there, ready to go. I've also managed to get some of this planked plasticard, and this is going to be for around the bottoms here, which is what the pencil lines are for, floor level up to where it's going to be roughly. And that's just to give it that two-tone look that you often see in a lot of these older signal boxes, with the wooden walling followed by plasterboard or just a normal wall at the top. So this week what we're going to do is look at fixing the side on. I've already done one just to test, make sure the glue holds and it's strong. We'll look at fixing the wall on, how I do that, what I use, and other bits and pieces that go along with that. So it's something that I found that's quite useful. I've got these. Now these are a pair of old machinists blocks. Perfect right angles, nice good solid heavy pieces of metal. And a little bit worn, a little bit of surface dirt and rust on there, but doesn't affect it too well. We're not doing precision micro engineering here. As long as I get it close enough, these do a brilliant job. And the only other thing that we're going to use for this is our trusty glue. This is just a good purpose, all-purpose super glue. Some of you may recognise the package. I've had to cover the name up so that we don't get done for advertisement. But yeah, any sort of super glue, multi-purpose glue, with this wood glue would work. And that is all we're going to use this week. So don't need to use a lot of this. The way I've done it, and again this is just the way I've done it, you may do differently. Feel free to share in the comments your experiences of how you find it easier. But little bead of glue just down the edge of the bit that's going to connect to the rear wall. You don't want too much, you don't want it splodging out in big massive super glue marks all over your model, your kit. Again, I'm doing a lot of the super gluing prior to putting the windows in because I don't want that super glue fog to end up on the windows. I'm trying to keep that to a minimum. Okay, that's on. Loose on. Front wall. Okay, so bring out my block. I'm going to put this one on the inside. This one on the outside, and that goes in, clips onto there, and then we're just going to bring them together, checking on the edge to make sure it's all aligned, and just squeeze it together like so. there are plenty of, I'd like to point out at this point, there are plenty of bits on the market, especially the model railway market and the sketch building market, magnetic right angles, joiners that you can do in different angles and everything like that. They are worthwhile, but modelling my budget, I got these for free. These are machinist blocks, and they've never done me wrong so far. I've always got the desired effect. And the bonus with this is, if it is slightly crooked, you can bend it out and the rest of the structure will help support it. This will be dry in a matter of seconds, and we'll come back to it and we'll start looking at what we're going to do next. Okay, so there we go. I paused it there because there's nothing worse than watching glue dry. It's up there with watching paint dry. And that's it. Two side walls are on, the rear wall is on. The front wall I'm going to leave off. That'll be one of the last things that I put on. And that's just to allow me to get the detail in, get the walls in, get the windows in, and get it looking good. Another thing that I'm going to be putting in this is a light. It's just a small little LED, nice industrial one that I picked up a few years ago with the green enamel sort of lampshade on it. Hang from the ceiling, it'll look quite nice in there, give it a nice period look. What we'll do though is we'll drop the flooring in and show you how it's going to come in together. There we go, it gives you a good idea of what it's going to look like, how it's coming on. Obviously I've got the green walling sheets which are behind here. That's what these are for. They're going to go around the back, around the sides. Again, like I said previously in the video. But for now, we're looking pretty good. What I'll do is I'll have a play around with a few ideas, see how it goes up with the walling. It's a case of maybe using the plasticard wood slat sheets that I've got there, or I may look at just painting it in, or painting behind the furniture to give it that look. But we'll have a play around with that and we'll see what we come up with. Okay, so next, as we said in the first part of the video, we're going to look at putting a wooden slatted wall around the base of the main area. I've done a small bit here just to test how it'll go in, how it'll look, and it's come out okay. You know, I'm happy enough with it. Once it's in behind the windows, it'll give a good representation of that wall there. The back's going to be a little bit tricky. I think between this one here and the main desk there, I'll use the plasticard again. But for the gaps in between, the small gaps there and there at the back, I'll just paint that with a green again. But again, for this side, it should be alright. The only thing is, these are cut to 12mm, so 3 foot high in model terms. This is at 9, so I've got to lose 3mm, sorry, just to fit under the window. Luckily it's 42mm from back to the front where the wall's going to be, and I've pre-cut this just there. Let's bring that into a shot. So that's my 42mm long bit. It's a bit shiny. It's still slightly tacky from painting it. The weather up here in Scotland is quite cold at the minute. Spraying inside as best that I can. You know, well ventilated area. Fans are on, doors are open, windows are open. Doors to the rest of the house are closed, just for a little bit of safety. But it's still quite cold up here, so things aren't drying as quickly as I'd like. So for this, what I need to do is measure how far from the rear wall to this first leading edge here, the window frame, to create my cut, so that we've got the side an L shape in effect to go underneath the windows. Okay. So again, trusty steel rule, really good. Much better than plastic ones, you know, they're not going to bend or anything like that. And you can take this anywhere from along the back. It should roughly be the same. And I'm looking there at a distance of 22.5 mil. So coming on to my bit, I'll go for 22 mil. I'm pretty sure that's where it's going to stop on a, no, it's 23, so I'll go there. So 0.5 mil I'm happy with. I'll overlap it slightly. The only other thing that I've got to do is take off 3 mil from the top there. And to do that, I'm going to turn it that way around, use a slightly larger side. Again, this is where those blocks come really handy. Slide your piece of work right up against the side of it. Ruler in. Find where that 3 mil is. 3. And put a slight mark in it. There. Okay. As I said, things are slightly tacky still. Well then, trying to work out now where the first marker was. And I've lost it. Not to worry. So that was 23. There she is. It's just there. Again, this is a very, very sharp knife. It's a trusty surgical scalpel. Given half a chance, it would cut probably anything. But it is ideal for doing good, sharp, straight cuts, all in one go. Slight bit of pressure on top of the blade. Working it back and forward, up and down like a seesaw motion. And we've managed to cut our L shape. There we go. Done. What it's left to do now, set up the tweezers. We'll do some small dabs of our trusty glue on the back. And then we'll look at getting that reattached. Or getting that attached. Something that I should have said, it's best before you've got glue on it, do a dry fit first. Test one. Just to make sure. Yep, that sits below the window nicely and goes wraps around it. So I'm happy with that. Trusty quick setting super glue, not too much, just dabs, because it's just to hold it in place. It's not going to be an integral part of it, it's literally just there to hold it all in place. It's run apart slightly, that's okay, bring it back up. I don't think I've got enough glue on this, it's not holding, not skewing. We'll soon find out, hopefully it has. It seems to now, seems to have gone on quite well now. Okay, there we go. Bring it up, and that is looking quite good. I'm happy with that. Again, small little marks on it. Two reasons I'm not overly fussed about the marks in it. It's going to add less sense of realism. You know, these signal boxes are getting work day in, day out. People coming up, people going up to windows, brushing it. The paint's not going to stay on there forever. They might have a sort of token in the hand that's going to brush up on it and give it chips. Might have anything. But yep, I'm happy with that, how that's coming out. It's looking good. It's giving me the desired effect I want. And I'll carry on with that, and we'll do another update next time when we'll look at possibly building the stairs. I believe we'll do next, and the exterior, and we'll look at doing the lighting and finishing off hopefully by video 5, maybe 6. But until next time, take care, have fun, and enjoy modelling. And feel free to like the page, subscribe, check out our other social media, and have fun.